Hey there, welcome to the Shitty Amateur Video Hour. No, just kidding. This is, I'd like to entitle this project called Finding a Tom Thompson. Now this is a print, okay? This is not the original work of Tom Thompson, it's a recreation. But I wanted to tell you about my journey because, you know what? I found one. And, you know, when you're trying to find a payday or whatever, some sort of break in life. A lot of people will try to get you down, you know, they'll tell you things, they want you to not succeed, you know, and they want to rip you off, okay? You should always get a second opinion, okay? Because even as soon as believe it or not, as soon as I picked up that painting, someone was trying to make me lay it down so they can take it for themselves. I found that piece of artwork at a church sale with my wife. Anyway, just kind of, you know, I scanned the whole area. There was, you know, thousands of items. It's a church sale, you know, it's a lot of fun. And we go to a lot of them, thrift stores, everything. But anyway, essentially, I didn't see anything. And so I thought, well, I'm going to do a second glance, you know, to see if there's anything that I like. And I see this painting just on the shelf of the wall, and like just on a little shelf and about eye level. And I was like, oh, you know, like I appreciate some art, and I was like, man, that's just too wild. That must be a group of 7 or something. And as soon as I noticed it, another guy beside me, not beside me, but diagonally from me, he was maybe about 30 feet away. I was closer. He made a beeline to that painting, and so did I, and I managed to grab it. And as soon as I see him, I mean, as soon as he sees it and I say, hey, what do you think of this, you know, he says, oh, that looks like a crappy rendition of a Tom Thompson, you know, just garbage, you know, and I was like, oh, you know, and then I thought, well, maybe he's trying to trick me, you know, maybe he's trying to get me to put it down just so, you know, he can grab it and, you know, have all the glory. Well, I'm sorry, buddy, that's not happening today, and you know what, you probably already had your payday, you know, it's my turn. So anyway, technically payday isn't happening yet because, well, I haven't cashed in. I still have it in my collection, and I will show it to you, so don't worry, this is not a pointless video. Anyway, it has been a hard life for my wife and I. You know, we both have our issues and stuff like that. She's got bad arthritis, I have schizoaffective disorder, and you know, stress, things like that. You know, it's part of the landscape for us. And anyway, but without further ado, okay, I'll show you the back of the painting. Anyway, it looks like it's press board, but it's very old. You know, I've taken it to a few people, and I'll get into this story too because this is interesting as well. They talk about black light technology when you show an older piece or an original piece. Okay, under a black light, or even if it's a fixed piece, under a black light, things just turn white. You know, and if it's an original painting, there's very, very fine light shades of blue under that black light. And anyway, I took it to, well, you know what, I'm going to name names because this person tried to steal it from me too. This was Mayberry Fine Art in the Exchange District. And anyway, I took it to them, and they automatically told me it was a painting that had a painting underneath it. And they said that it was a Lismer, and you know, like but they said it was just a bad copy, and you know, they made me want to just leave it there with them so they could throw it in the trash. Well, they wouldn't do that, I tell you. And they'd also probably, you know, have it in their collection somehow and sell it off privately without anybody knowing and pocket the money, you know. So what else did they point out to me? Oh, basically they just made me feel like a lesser person for being there, you know, like they were doing me a favor and stuff, and they were doing me a favor letting me down. And anyway, so, and then I took it to another place, and you know, they you know, kind of did the same thing, except they were a little more honest, and that was at Lock Galleries. And anyway, but I just had a problem with them because they couldn't give me any definitive answers, and they didn't show any enthusiasm and stuff like that. And it's like, why? You know, look at this piece, it's incredible. Can't see it yet, but anyway. So, and then, you know, like I was worried because I couldn't see a signature, you know, but after a lot of looking and a lot of research, you know, I've looked at thousands of images, I've looked up a lot about Tom Thompson, and I just came to realize that, you know, he must have produced it with or without a signature. But then finally I've seen the inscription of a signature. It's still in the paint, but it's very faint, but it's there. And you know, I'll take this apart for you to see, so maybe you could possibly see it on your own as well. But anyway, so what I'll do is I'll take this these brad nails out, and then I'll let you glimpse at the painting, because it stunned me. You know, when I saw it, I was like, wow. And you know, even if it's worthless, it's still worth something to me. You know, but I don't think it's worthless at all. Like, and I'm sure if you know anything about art, you won't think it's worthless either. There's just certain things that, you know, you just kind of have to appreciate, you know, for all the history and you know, the Canadiana, and even if you're not Canadian, you know, like, we do have fascinating landscapes, so I think that anybody can appreciate that. So and you know, Tom Thompson, he painted a lot of Algonquin Park, and I heard Algoma too. And anyway, so I'll take this out of the frame here. The frame isn't anything special. It actually has some stains on it, so you know, no point in seeing the front of the frame. But I'll carefully take it out here, and hope not to scratch anything. And here it is. This is an original Tom Thompson. And on the back here, there may have been a description of what he was trying to paint, but that was scratched away for some reason. And this is how I got it at the church sale. And you know, I'm just extremely pleased with myself. And my wife, she's, you know, the ultimate skeptic. So anyway, we'll see what we can do about getting a piece like this. I'll let you have a closer look. Anyway, if you look in the right corner, can you see that? I hope you can. On the right corner, you can see the Tom Thompson right there. If you can't see it, just leave a comment saying you can't. But it's there. It just takes a fine trained eye, you know, or glasses or magnifying glass. But anyway, this is kind of a success story for my wife and I. You know, I've done the music thing, and it hasn't really gone too well and stuff like that. And I can't, you know, I can't earn 50 grand a year like most people. So anyway, but here it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like it. You know, heck, yeah, I love it. So anyway, you guys have a great day.